Episode number 180. D'Artagnan trembled. Such, said Aramis, I do justice to the beauties of this thesis, but at the same time I perceive it would be overwhelming for me. I had chosen this text. Tell me, dear D'Artagnan, if it is not to your taste, non inutile est desiderium in obletani, that is, a little regret is not unsuitable in an offering to the Lord. Stop there! Cried the Jesuit, for that thesis touches closely upon heresy. There is a proposition almost like it in the Augustinus of the heresiarch Jansenius, whose book will sooner or later be burned by the hands of the executioner. Take care, my young friend. You are inclining toward false doctrines, my young friend. You will be lost. You will be lost, said the curate, shaking his head sorrowfully. You approach that famous point of free will, which is a mortal rock. You face the insinuations of the Pelagians and the semi-Pelagians. But, my reverend, replied Aramis, a little amazed by the shower of arguments that poured upon his head. How will you prove, continued the Jesuit, without allowing him time to speak, that we ought to regret the world when we offer ourselves to God? Listen to this dilemma. God is God, and the world is the devil. To regret the world is to regret the devil. That is my conclusion. And that is mine also, said the curate. But, for heaven's sake, resumed Aramis. Desiderus diabolum, unhappy man, cried the Jesuit. He regrets the devil. Ah, my young friend, added the curate, groaning, do not regret the devil, I implore you. D'Artagnan felt himself bewildered. It seemed to him as though he were in a madhouse, and was becoming as mad as those he saw. He was, however, forced to hold his tongue from not comprehending half the language they employed. But listen to me, then, resumed Aramis with politeness mingled with a little impatience. I do not say I regret. No, I will never pronounce that sentence, which would not be orthodox. The Jesuit raised his hands toward heaven, and the curate did the same. No, but pray grant me that it is acting with an ill grace to offer to the Lord only that with which we are perfectly disgusted. Don't you think so, D'Artagnan? I think so, indeed, cried he. The Jesuit and the curate quite started from that chaise. This is the point of departure. It is a syllogism. The world is not wanting in attractions. I quit the world, then I make a sacrifice. Now, the scripture says positively, make a sacrifice unto the Lord. That is true, said his antagonists. And then, said Aramis, pinching his ear to make it red, as he rubbed his hands to make them white, and then I made a certain rondo upon it last year, which I showed to Monsieur Voiture, and that great man paid me 1,000 compliments. A rondo, said the Jesuit, disdainfully. A rondo, said the curate, mechanically. Repeat it, cried D'Artagnan. It will make a little change.